Alright, what's up guys? My name is Stingray, TXDPSRP Senior Administrator. Today I have a TXDPSRP Open CAD tutorial. It's pretty self-explanatory, but I'm gonna walk you through it just in case you have any questions and stuff like that. Alright, so we're gonna start off by going to our browser, typing in cad.txdpsrp.com. Make sure you got that hyphen. Now it's gonna ask you to log in with your Discord. It's gonna ask you to log in with your correct credentials. Just log in to Discord. I'm going to type in all my info that you can't see because I'm going to blur it out. And once you are logged in, it's going to say authorize. You're going to press authorize. And then from here, you're going to click on the proper CAD that you want to log into. So today I'm just going to show you the civilian and the police department CAD. These two CADs are standard. Everyone receives the civilian and police department CAD. We're going to start off by looking at the civilian CAD. So here I already got a set of characters. Pretty much on the left hand side, you're going to have your warrants. You can create a warrant for yourself. That is possible. And you can also view warrants. Now this warrant viewer is only for yourself, so currently I have no warrants, but if you do have any warrants in the NCIC database, it will be popped up right here. You can also create a 911 call. This goes to the police CAD straight away. So basically you have the caller name, location, and description. It's pretty self-explanatory. And then you press submit 911 call, and if there is active dispatch, they will dispatch the proper units to that call. Down here, you can add new identities, so name, date of birth, address. Address could be really random, like 194 East Joshua Road, something like that. You also have the gender, male or female, the race, license status. That's for driver's license, of course. You have the hair color, build, weapon status, and deceased, whether you're pretty much dead or not. You also have add new plate, registered owner. Nothing will pop up here in the registered owner if you don't have a identity. So make sure you make the identities first before registering a car. You got the license plate, make and model. So there are custom vehicles in the server. I suggest just choosing the first one and going to notes and just typing in the actual description. So let's just say you're running a Dodge Charger. You also have vehicle flags, insurance status, secondary and primary color. Make sure you fill all of those fields. And last but not least, you got the weapons. This also requires an identity. So registered owner, you're not going to see anyone if you don't have a identity. And here, you're going to have the weapon type names. Just look for the correct weapon you're trying to register. That's pretty much it for the civilian CAD. Now we're going to head to the police department CAD. So here we are. This is pretty much the police CAD. On the top, you have the priority and the AOP. On the right hand side, the top right, you have the panic button. View person bolos. Here you'll see all the person bolos and the vehicle bolos. Over here, you're gonna have the active 911 calls or other calls that dispatch makes. So 911 calls will appear here, the ones that you made in the civilian CAD, as well as calls that dispatch made. Here you're going to have the my calls, which is basically the calls that dispatch attaches you to. Over here you have my status. Here's your call sign, your status at the time, and you can always change your status. The statuses provided are 10-6, 10-5, 10-7, 10-8, 10-23, 10-65, and signal 11. And on the bottom you have the NCIC, name, plate, and weapon lookup. All you got to do is type in the name that the license or the person provides with. Of course, if they're not in the CAD, you can always do a /me kind of thing. So /me looks up name. But if they are in the CAD, all you got to do is type in their name. So let's just say John Doe. It's most likely a John Doe. Yep, there's two John Does. And then for the plate, it's the same thing. Just type in the plate. You can read it off your radar, or you can just straight up read it from the plate. And the weapon lookup, you're not going to be looking up a serial number. You're just going to be looking up a name to see if they have any weapons. So, for example, they have a pistol, or they have a pistol, and they also have a permit. On the left hand side, you're going to have this little dashboard kind of thing. You can create a warning, select civilian. Here you're going to type in the civilian that you are currently in a traffic stop with, or you're in a scene with, pretty much. So for example, John Doe. Here, warning name 1. Pretty much just type in a reason why you're giving them a warning, maybe going over 5 mph or something like that. And then you just press create. Of course, you have more warning names on the bottom, just in case there are additional reasons why you're giving this warning. But those are also always optional. Citations work the same way. You look up the name. Citation name, just type in why you're giving the citation. So like I said, you may be going 10 over, and then fine, it's under your discretion. Usually it's about, let me take a look at the penal codes. Usually it is about $120. So you just type in the fine amount and then press create, and it will be on the record. And for arrest reports, same way how citations work, just look at the name. Enter a reason for arrest. So maybe felony evasion, for example. And then felony evasion, the fine amount, pretty much around $5,000. So it's always under your discretion. You can definitely change that amount. And it is also punishable by a 240-second punishment. I'll provide the penal codes down in the description, as well as the link to the CAD and stuff like that. But that's pretty much it for the open CAD. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, you can definitely contact their trainees, and make sure you're following chain of command. If they're trainees that can't answer your question, they'll move it up. But yeah, one last thing. For Police CAD, if you're wondering how to change your identifier, I had some people asking this as well. If you go to the top right corner of the Police CAD, you'll see your name. Press My Profile. You have identifier. This is where you put your call sign. So identifier. If you're only planning to be a civ, all you have to do is just type in your name for your identifier. But however, if you're planning to be a community officer, what you want to do, you don't have to put the brackets. That's not required. All you gotta do is do 5 delta and then whatever 3 numbers that you have, or even 2 numbers, or even 4 numbers, and then just press update, and the active dispatch will be able to see your new call sign. And that's pretty much it for the video, guys. Thanks for watching.